it's Monday, December 2nd. Welcome to the morning show. I'm Rob Churnside. Let's get to the weather. Today will be sunny with a high near 4 and northwest winds 6 to 9 miles per hour. You can expect tonight to be mostly clear with a low around 25, and boy, is that cold. I'll tell you what, the northwest wind coming around 6 miles per hour is going to feel really cold. Tuesday will be sunny with a high near 43, northwest wind 7 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Events today at 11:45, the Milburn Stone Theater. The torch of county leadership will pass from Danielle Hornberger to Adam Strait. Also, Dawn Brance will be sworn in as county council member. An uneventful transfer of power is expected. The event is open to the public and begins at 11:45 a.m. Cecil TV will be there. Now through Christmas, visit the Cecil County Arts Council's Art Mart. Purchase unique, handcrafted items perfect for gifts this season. The event showcases works from dozens of area artists. Also explore the 6th annual Wonderland of Wreaths. And up until Saturday, there's still time to get Casa's Festival trees in the tent behind Woody's off your to-do list. You got to see it. The magical event is free to the public and promises to bring the holiday season to life while supporting a truly meaningful cause. Now for the news. A joint investigation continues between the Office of the State Fire Marshal and the Maryland State Police Criminal Enforcement Division in the case, or the cause, of a fire Friday night in a trailer on East Old Philadelphia Road in Elkton. It claimed the life of a woman and 2 dogs. The State Fire Marshal reminds us that tragedies like this remind us of the importance of fire safety, especially during the winter when risks increase. Always ensure smoke alarms work. Don't leave space heaters unattended, and never overload electrical outlets. This winter, let's prioritize the safety of our families so that no one has to suffer the heartbreak of a preventable fire. And today, now and only now, our guest for today appeared on Cecil TV almost 7 years ago. Today, Nate Hodge is here to tell us about Club Ride, a space for the community in Earlville. Good morning, Nate. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm good.
I'm warm. I got my thick jacket on. It wood stove's going, and winter seems to be upon us.
Yeah. The cold weather's here. That's for sure.
So you have a new club in Earlville, right?
Yes.
Club. How do you pronounce that?
I just recently opened it. It's pronounced Club Ride. It's Club RYD, pronounced Club Ride. The RYD stands for Recover Your Dreams. And that's like the movement I've been pushing since 2016 when I started my music. And back then I had done a couple like New Year's Eve recovery shows, but we could never find like a home base, as you put it earlier. You know, I've been up and down to 14 different states, up and down the East Coast, performing and touring, but never was able to really have a spot to put on consistent, family-friendly, fun events in my county where I'm from. When I first got clean and started the whole music thing, all I really wanted to do was put together events for my community, you know, and my kids and nieces and nephews and all their friends and stuff like that. And then in my music career, I haven't found a place like Club Ride, you know, where you can take families to do karaoke or dancing or like game nights and, you know, different stuff like that. So like that's the point of Club Ride. Club Ride it's a family oriented club that does a lot of different things. So it's not really, you know, we're doing live music, dance shows, karaoke nights, bingo nights, comedy clubs, you know, like December 14th, we have a comedy thing coming in. We got a little rock show on the 13th. Kids karaoke, actually our first kids karaoke is going to be this Saturday, December 7th. We're going to see how that goes. Right now we're just doing like a door fee, you know, usually $5 to $10 depending on the event. And that's kind of how we're doing it. As long as if we can stay open, then you will see, you know, event links where you can buy tickets and stuff like that. But I kind of run everything pretty much by myself. I have a couple guys that help me out the best they can, but we all got lives and, stuff like that. So it kind of makes it hard for me to do everything.
So it sounds like you took, Nate, you took the old Gracie's Coffee House template from Elkton back in the day and expanded it to a whole nother several dimensions. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was the original plan with Gracie's when we did that first show. Like they loved it. The community loved it. It was a great, great time, great experience. Unfortunately, at that time, I don't know exactly what it was. I'm pretty sure that they sold the building, and that's why Gracie's wasn't able to stay open. They changed owners of the building, and they were renting the. So again, it comes down to the community and supporting it. That's why Gracie's ultimately closed, because they were only open Fridays and Saturdays. They only did so much. And it's hard, man, with getting people to come out to different things and support it. Sometimes those things are too expensive, and then sometimes it's just people don't show up,
Right. They did have other stuff there. I have fond nightmares of Coach Dave's Torture and Death workout that was like Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh boy.
How about
Dave
that?
Moore. And you took that model and you've expanded it. Club Ride. Where is Club Ride?
Club Ride is located in Earlville, Maryland. If you're going towards Cecilton, it is on Crystal Beach Road, the road that goes back to Crystal Beach. It's kind of dark right there. We're working on the outside lights to get them fixed. The place had been sitting for a long time. And I do want to quickly shout out Mr. Keene and his family, Mr. Taylor Keene, for providing us with the building and the opportunity that we have. There was a lot of work and cleanup and stuff involved in it. We did all that and got it up, up and running.
Now you have a contracting renovation business yourself anyway, so
well,
helped, right?
I do complete home remodeling, and that's what my career was besides music, and that's another reason for the club. Man, I'm tired of doing construction on a everyday basis. I do love construction. I love working with my hands and stuff like that, but I don't want to kill myself anymore, neither. I work doing construction, man. I've been doing it for a long time. Nobody wants to pay the right amount of money, so it's just not. I can go out and work at a store and make the same money. So there's no point in me doing that. And that's, music and entertainment is who I am and what I am. That's what I do. So that's where I'm just trying to make my dream come true. And my dream's not to be a rich, famous rapper. I love music. I love rapping. I love doing all that. But my goal and my mission is to be a positive influence to my community and to send a message to the kids, man, because they don't get a good message. There ain't things fun for them to do around here. And I just want to be a part of helping with that. I see a lot of things pop up in our county that seem cool, like Great Wolf Lodge, but I mean, let's be real, Great Wolf Lodge is super expensive. And in order to go there, you either got to have some money or go into debt in order to take your kids to Great Wolf Lodge.
I want to go, but I hear what you're saying. Let's all make a lot of money and go there.
Yeah,
you're helping others recover too.
Deal. But no, Club Ride, like I said, it is located in Earlville. If you go towards Crystal Beach Road, it's right before the beach house. So if anybody is on here listens to that, the beach house is like the only store between Cecilton and Crystal Beach. When you ride out there, you'll see a store that's called the Beach House. If you get to it, you went just a little too far. There's a building right before it on the same side of the road. Has a big sign that says Keene Farms on the top of it. That's where Club Ride's located. As you go by, you'll see the big parking lot and stuff like that. And usually at nighttime, there's lights lit up out there. So you'll see the flashing lights and stuff as you're rolling up on it.
Right.
But yeah, we got like I said, this weekend we're going to be doing kids karaoke for the first time. Which it's not just kids that'll be singing. Adults can sing too. I put kids karaoke and named it that because that's the one thing that nobody has. Like kids they don't have nowhere to go sing karaoke and stuff, so.
And that'll be this weekend, Nate.
Yes, that is this Saturday. I'll open up around 6:00. Usually we kind of take the first hour to, play music, let people get in, kind of talk to people a little bit. And then around 7:00, from 7 to probably 9 or 10, depending on families and how long is everybody's there. This is a very new thing. So I'll be open as long as as long as we have people, during the week. What's that?
I'm sorry. I said, will there be the refreshments and
Yes,
drinks and stuff like that?
As far as drinks go, for now, everything that we're doing is kind of bring your own for now, because we're working on getting the proper licenses to sell drinks and snacks, which we'll be doing at the beginning of the year. Again, when I got the building, this is a trial run, and the thing is if the community gets behind it and supports it, we'll be able to stay open, and we'll be able to continue to keep the club going. So right now I've poured everything that I have into it, but I also have 6 kids. I have an everyday life. I work and, so I'm really kind of counting on this to go good and, then we can progress, but I can't put too much into it. I don't want to get the sales licenses and all that stuff right away. I also want to support local food trucks and stuff like that. So if anybody knows of any local food trucks that want to come out and sell some food, as long as they're licensed and stuff to do that, that's awesome. That's another reason for Club Ride is to, like, later this year, I want to do some other community things that brings the community businesses together. This past our opening night, what we did, because we weren't selling food, we ordered $200 and some worth of pizza in 2 liters and brought them in and just gave them away, which we'll do stuff like that too. Some nights we'll provide food and refreshments. And then other nights it'll just be, you can bring whatever, you can bring your own drinks and your own snacks. The only thing we ask is use the trash cans, try not to spill stuff. But yeah, it also makes it cheaper, for people, because they don't have to pay $5 a drink and, stuff like that. So that's another thing I want to avoid. Is just overpricing to me, that's how I say it. It's not really anybody's fault. It's just kind of the price of everything, but things are expensive.
Indeed.
People don't want to go out to clubs anymore and stuff.
So you're helping, let me kind of sum things up a little bit. You're helping folks in recovery recover their dreams. You're helping the young ones reach for their dreams, and you're open to the community down there on the road between Cecilton and Crystal Beach.
Yes.
People can bring their own food. If somebody had a food truck who's listening, some of our viewers might want to get in touch with you. How would they do that?
Facebook is the best way to get a hold of me. My name is Nate Hodge on Facebook, or you can message the Club Ride page. It's actually called Club Ride and MM Media. And I'm going to touch on that real fast. The MM Media is my friend Derek Thompson. He does videography, photography. He makes beats, does some different production stuff for music. He does a lot of good. He's really good at videos, man. That's his big thing. But he's incredibly talented in all kinds of different parts of music. So he'll be offering some different services for that, like local businesses that might want to shoot like a little commercial for social media and stuff like that. You can come out to the club. We can hook you up with a green screen set, make a promotional video for you and stuff like that.
Nice.
So that's another thing to keep in mind for people that's listening. But yes, the best way to get a hold of me is to directly message the Club Ride page or my personal Nate Hodge page, and it'll say Gunsmoke in parentheses next to my name. That's how you know it's the right person. And then just message me directly. We'll also be doing hall rentals. there. So if you want to do a birthday party or an event, whatever, type of celebration or event you want to do, you can rent the club. We got the stage, the sound equipment, the lights, the lounge, the one side of the lounge. When you go into the place, you can go left or right. To the right is where the stage and dance floor is. To the left is where it's like a lounge area. We got
Right.
hopefully some pool tables coming in, stuff like that. Xbox, PlayStation with Xbox Game Pass, because I want to provide a place for kids to be able to play games that normally can't, because some kids don't have internet, some kids might have internet but don't have Game Pass, and different stuff like that. So that's another reason for the club, is it gives all the people in the area, somewhere they can drop their older kids off for a while if they got errands to run and stuff like that.
Yeah, and if you think about the summer and those weeks when it rains all week at Crystal Beach and the family's on vacation, you might just get a lot of kids coming up to Club Ride.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. When they get rained out and they ain't got nothing to do, and then like school, when day schools get canceled, I'm going to be watching for those. And then so always look at the Club Ride page for that, because I'm very spontaneous. So like if I see a day school's canceled, you never know. I might just throw something together at the club just to give like families that opportunity. Because at me as a parent, I know how sometimes when school gets canceled, that can kind of screw up your day a little bit, with like the errands and the stuff you got to do. And so sometimes it'd be nice to just have somewhere you could drop your kid off for a while. They could play, go run and do your things, come back, pick them up. We do not do that for toddlers. Have to be 12 and older in order to be dropped off. But
That's a really good point. I'm glad you stressed that.
Yes, we can't do. I'd have to get into daycare and like all of that kind of licensing and different stuff to be able to watch toddlers and stuff like that. Which hopefully one day we could get to that. But for now it's 12 and up as far as being dropped off goes. Kids under 10 at the club, it doesn't matter what event it is, they're always free. They never have to pay. Kylie, let the dog in, please. Yeah, so when I was on here in 2017, we were promoting and talking about my recovery New Year's Eve bash. It was the second year that we did that, and we will be doing that again. Excuse me, because the light's coming through there, letting my dog in. We're going to be bringing that back this year. My recovery New Year's Eve show I haven't done it since 2020. That kind of killed it. And then once live shows started picking back up, I was touring everywhere and did not have a building to do these shows at. And now we have this building. So I will be doing another recovery New Year's Eve show there. For people that, for families, and then for people in recovery, because all New Year's Eve shows involve drinking and partying. And, there's not very many places that I can't think of any right off the top of my head in Cecil County that does a, sober, clean, like event for New Year's Eve. New Year's is the biggest drinking holiday I think that there is. I don't know if that's actually correct, but I feel
sounds
like
about right.
yeah, it sounds about right, right? So, and that's where I want to give people this opportunity to have somewhere fun and safe to go, you know. So yeah, look out for that. That event's getting ready to get posted some point within the next day or two. I had to work on the flyer for that and securing a couple final details of who might be there and stuff. Then we'll be making that announcement sometime this week. Tickets for that will only be $10. And it will be on New Year's Eve.
Well, that sounds great, Nate. And I was just getting ready to prompt you, or right on the ball, to prompt you to talk about that, because that is really important. That family, kids, anybody's welcome to the New Year's Eve event at Club Ride, correct?
Yes, everybody is welcome.
All right. What did we miss? Anything?
I'm not sure. You have any other questions or?
No, I was hoping my cat would come up so I could show him to the TV land, but we'll do that next time. I'm glad your dog's in the house. It's cold out there.
Yeah, my dogs keep. I got two of them: a big pit bull and a little tiny Chihuahua. And the big pit bull likes to go out and explore. She finds a way out my fence sometimes, and had to go chase her down yesterday. She doesn't run off too far, but I got a lot of property out here, and she likes to run off sometimes.
It's a big club. It's a big project, and you're doing it in a big way. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for having me on here, and I look forward to meeting you guys, and look forward to the support, and let's keep this thing going, man. Let's give the community somewhere fun to go.
Amen. Thanks.
Thank you.